Driving in bad weather? Slow down and, as Danny Sullivan said, have yourself a good set of tires. Number 5. In bad weather, always assume your car's handling is impaired. It's going to take you longer to stop. Your visibility is always less. The roads may be slick or icy, and all of these hazards apply to every other car around you as well. Number 6. Don't drink and drive. The consequences can be unspeakable. The same holds true when you're tired. Pull off to the road and get some rest.
Be a top driver. Be in control and drive defensively.
Okay, one of the key things you've learned about handling yourself on the highways is to stay alert and anticipate problems before they happen, right? Well, sure, it's the best way to avoid collisions and to generally stay out of trouble. Well, here's the news flash. You can't always do that. Things can happen out there that you just can't avoid. But you can, however, at least make sure you do know what to expect when the unexpected happens. And there are a few things you can do to help prevent trouble. All kinds of trouble. What do you do if your vehicle suddenly develops a serious problem? Or what if you find yourself in a personally uncomfortable or dangerous situation? One of the advantages of getting into the habit of braking early is that you find out if you apply your brakes and they're not slowing you down and your brake pedal sinks down to within an inch of the floor, pump the brakes several times. Downshift to a low gear, even if you're driving an automatic.
Hold in the release button if you've got one and apply your parking brake slowly and smoothly.
Okay, now that you're slowing down, flip on your emergency flashers and bring your car to a safe stop off the roadway. Your headlights aren't too likely to fail you, but if they do, it can be more than just a little scary. If it ever happens to you, here's what you do. Reduce your speed and switch on your emergency flashers. Switch your headlights on and off several times to see if you can get them going again. Then try the high-low beam switch several times. If you still don't have any luck, get your car off the road at the first safe spot. Now, a tire blowout, that can be pretty dangerous, especially speeds, but don't panic.
The worst thing you can do is slam on your brakes. What you do is hold the steering wheel firmly, ease your foot off the accelerator, and let the vehicle slow gradually on its own. Use your emergency flasher. When the vehicle is under control, then brake softly and find a safe place to stop. And don't worry about ruining the tire. It's already got a hole in it.
Let's talk about engine failure or stalling. That can be the cause of aggravation and grief. It can also be the cause of getting rammed from behind if that failure happens in traffic or at a stoplight. And it's a lot worse if you've got power steering and power brakes, because all of a sudden you won't have either one. If you're driving an automatic, put it in neutral, restart the engine, and shift back into drive and then accelerate. If you've got a standard transmission, it's clutch down, restart the engine. If you've got a standard transmission, it's clutch down, restart the engine, clutch up, and then accelerate. And of course, if you can't get your engine restarted, get the heck off to the side of the road as soon as you can and find a safe place. Now, it's a really good idea to regularly go over and over the procedures for each of these emergencies, so make sure you do, because the more you know, the better you'll react, and the less likely you'll be to panic. So let's imagine the worst here. If you are involved in a collision, it's a very good idea to record as much specific information as you can about what happened, including license numbers and insurance information. Now, some states require that police be summoned if the damage exceeds a certain amount. Know your state requirements and follow them. Crime is on the rise, and so's the paranoia among those of us who aren't criminals. Avoid getting stuck in uncomfortable and dangerous situations. First of all, don't take foolish chances. Always keep your doors locked and your windows up. If you don't have air conditioning, crack the windows open as little as possible. And an open sunroof, pretty much an open invitation to the bad guys. Also, don't invite trouble by leaving valuables and packages out in plain sight. Put them in your glove compartment or in the truck. If you have to drive through an unfamiliar or dangerous area, do what you can to minimize your risk. Keep alert, scan ahead for individuals who seem to be loitering in spots where vehicles are going to have to stop or slow down, and try to avoid those spots. Don't be in such a hurry to rush to an intersection that just doesn't feel right. Time it so you can hit the green light as often as possible. And of course, you're not going to be able to do that every time, so when you do stop at an intersection, you don't want to get boxed in. Stay out of the right lane if you can, and leave enough space between you and the car in front of you. Out of the right lane if you can, and leave enough space between you and the car in front of you so you'll have an escape route if you need it. And when you are stopped at an intersection, scan the whole area, front, sides, behind, for any activity that looks suspicious. If someone approaches your car in a way that seems threatening, like brandishing a crowbar that could easily break your window, get the heck out of there. It can also help to make a lot of noise. Honk your horn. Anything to alert others and spook the would-be assailant.
One of the techniques that carjackers will use is they'll run into the back of another vehicle, and once they've got that person out of the car, then they'll jump into the victim's vehicle and take off with it. Best thing to do is wave the vehicle behind you over, exit the freeway, and get to a well-lit area where there's lots of people, or drive to the nearest police station.
Okay, that ought to hold you. Let's do our final top driver quick review. Number 1, brake early. As you're coming off the freeway, test your brakes. That way you'll know sooner rather than later if you have a problem. Number 2, don't panic in emergency situations. Whether it's a blowout, your lights failing, or driving through a dangerous neighborhood, or sudden obstacles right in front of you, stay calm and focused. Number 3, be familiar with emergency procedures. Review this module and run through the various scenarios in your head. That way, if they ever do occur, you'll be prepared. Number 4, steer around obstacles. Remember, your car's going to steer a lot better than it's going to stop. A perfect blend of braking and steering is always best. Number 5, personal safety. Don't invite danger. That means in unsafe areas, keep your sunroof closed, your windows. Number 6, when driving in bad neighborhoods, leave yourself escape routes. Scan intersections. Stay out of the right-hand lanes. Leave space between you and the car in front of you and drive your way out of danger. Okay, that's it. The Top Driver video, workbook, and other materials have been designed to help you become a better informed, more skilled defensive driver.
You've gotten information about what to do and how to do it, on what happens, and why.
You've gotten insights and hints from the pros. Now you've got to get out there and do it yourself. It won't be too hard.
For sure, driving in the modern world can be aggravating, frustrating, even dangerous. But you're better prepared to face today's traffic challenges than you've ever been before.
And you're head and shoulders above most other drivers. You're a top driver, and that should mean something to you. But hey, just think what it means to the rest of us that have to share the road with you. Thanks.